Good day. Thank you very much for joining me on this platform. My name is Dr. Charlie, TSBD, the Small Business Doctor. Before we proceed with today's show, why don't we commit just a few seconds to look into the crucial importance of our environment? We prioritize entrepreneurship with sustainability. So please just hang in there, we'll soon be done. Indeed, our environment is of paramount importance. Whatever you do as an entrepreneur in agriculture, mining, construction, transport, retail, trading, wholesaling, all services, we encourage you to practice entrepreneurship with sustainability and pass on this environment in good stead to future generations for better use. That's exactly what we do with all our brands: VCCI, EIZ, SPGZ, SFS, and SPGA. Just marvel at the fluffy clouds on high, the beautiful waterfalls, and of course the still waters, the amazing duck swimming across the land, the cattle and the deer grazing. Above is the beautiful scenic Xmas Pass in Mutare, Manicaland, Zimbabwe. My name is Dr. Charlie. I want to encourage you to avoid cutting trees and polluting our cities, but practice entrepreneurship with sustainability. Thank you for listening and enjoy your show. Hello, Zimbabwe. Greetings. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you are catching up with me. Welcome to Entrepreneurship Institute of Zimbabwe, EIZ. My name is Dr. Charlie. I'm the lead consultant. My nom de guerre is TSBD, the Small Business Doctor. As EIZ, our payoff line is Mentors for Success, and we prioritize knowledge, innovation, and transformation. I've got some exciting news to all Zimbabwean academics who are studying for their master or PhD degrees. You know very well that at the end you are required to do a thesis, especially masters. It is taught. There is masters taught. There is also masters by research, like master of philosophy. But obviously, PhD is exclusively research. So here's some exciting news. We have organized or setting up a MADO writing clinic. Yes, you got that right. MADO stands for Masters and Doctoral Researchers Writing Clinic. So it's going to take place Friday, the 19th of September to Sunday, the 21st of September, and it is online. Why are we choosing online? So that it becomes cost effective and not very expensive. If you were to choose one city, then it means if you are not in that city, you then have to have transport, accommodation. But in this case, because it is online, wherever you are, in all our 10 provinces, whether you are in Matebele North, Matebele South, Bulawayo, Midlands, Mashingo, Manicaland, Marsh East, Marsh West, Marsh Central, or Harare, you can pretty much join and be part of this MADO writing clinic. So Friday the 19th to Sunday the 21st of September, obviously from 8 a.m. right up to 6 p.m. And you'll be given 45 minutes to present your work. What do you mean by your work? When you are doing research, normally you'll be at different stages. Some of you would have just enrolled for a master's or a PhD, and you are still trying to figure out what are you going to research into. Most students come to me, and the first thing they do is, I'm struggling to come up with a topic. This is what I'm saying. Never do the mistake of saying you want to do research and the first thing is to come up with a topic. That's not how you can best go about it. it is best to actually start by scanning the environment so that you identify the inherent problems. Then, when you understand the problem, you dig under that problem and you begin to question to say, what do academia say about this problem? You're already doing your literature review so that you are able to say, so and so has observed this, they concur with this, but the other next person is refuting that. At least you then understand the debate around that research problem. The last thing is to come up with a research topic, but in most cases, many students that come to me, they want to start by saying, what topic can I really do? No, 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 no. Start by scanning the environment and understand the issues, okay? You could either take an economic sector perspective to say, what is taking place within the agricultural sector? What are the issues? What about within the manufacturing sector? What about the construction sector? What about the mining sector? What about the transport sector? What about the service sector? You are looking at the issues. What are the trending issues? And then when you pick them out, then you dig and say, okay, what does extant knowledge or literature say about these issues? And then what are the gaps? Because at the end of the day, when academia writes about these issues, they always conclude by saying, we have been able to achieve A, B, C, D, and we recommend this few agenda for future research so that other scholars can actually look into this. Some are even quite gracious. They even tell you the methodology that you can use to further pursue those issues that have been left untouched by this current researcher. They can even tell you to say future researchers can adopt maybe a quantitative inquiry, or they can use this model, or this is what we are talking about. Then you can join the debate and say, okay, I am picking off from where they left. So this is just a teaser. So I'm saying this is a writing clinic to coach and impart skills to you with regards to how you can proceed to do your academic research. Academic research is quite rigorous and it has got some structure and a format. So we will coach you in terms of identifying the research problem, doing your literature review, spotting the knowledge gap, and in particular, being sure of your own contribution to knowledge, because at the end of the day, you are required to indicate your contribution to knowledge. The so what question: what is it that we did not know? Now that you have undertaken your research, what is it that we did not know? So it is very, very important. Otherwise, you just go through only to tell us what we already knew, and then you say, this thesis is of no value. So you need to understand your own contribution to knowledge. Are you contributing in terms of the methodology? Are you contributing in terms of further illuminating a research problem? Are you contributing in terms of actually analyzing, breaking down the issues into pieces? Or are you contributing in terms of having identified that everything is scattered all over, and as such you are aggregating and putting things together so that we can better understand because you've aggregated? Or are you contributing in terms of confirming what we already know so that we continue to build what we already know and reduce any doubt? All these are different pieces of contribution to knowledge. Or is it that you are generating a new theory that we have never heard? That can be a contribution. Again, this is a teaser. So that's why we are holding this writing clinic. So if you are out there, you have already enrolled for a master's degree, master's taught or master's research MPhil, or a PhD degree, I want to encourage you to register for the MADO Writing Clinic, which is coming soon from Friday the 19th of September to Sunday the 25th of September, and from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You'll be given 45 minutes so that you can present where you are. It doesn't matter whether you have started or not, because some would not have started, some are at literature review, some are still confused, some are at methodology, or some have collected data but they just don't know so what to do with the data, or some are writing and they really don't know how to put two and two together. But let me hasten to say, We do not write a dissertation for you. In the market, there are many students who come and say, oh, I have money, so just do everything, and then I come and collect a finished thesis. No, that's not what we do. That is academic illegality. We are not into that. We are into coaching. We want to walk you step by step, every step of the way in doing academic research. If you are like that, then indeed I would like to work together with you. Another thing that we do, or that I do, is to help you understand your supervisors, because you are not going to do research without supervisors. Normally you've got 2 supervisors or even 3. So you need to understand why your supervisors are directing you in a certain way. Sometimes it can be confusing because you want this way, but your supervisor is saying no, nay. And if you fail to manage your relationship with your supervisor, you are not going to enjoy your dissertation or your thesis. Your PhD journey is going to be rough and terrible. That's why I am there to counsel you and help you understand why your supervisors are saying do A, B, C, D, and make your journey quite memorable and much easier. Okay, so those are the benefits, but not to do the dissertation for you. Those that are writing, we are there to even do the review, to actually see if there is the logical flaw, the argument, whether you are being consistent in carrying out that argument from chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. All these are the benefits. Okay, now let us look at how much is this writing clinic. Let me take a cough. Let us look at how much is this writing clinic. As you can see there, it's $20 per day. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this should be what? $60. I know things are pretty much difficult, and that's why I am running a promotion. But there's a proviso there. You will only pay $7 per day. So $7 on Friday, $7 on Saturday, and $7 on Sunday, and we are done. And we give you attention and give you constructive feedback. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, discounted to $7 per day, which is 21 instead of paying 60. But there is a proviso. You should register latest by the 10th of September. You must have registered latest by the 10th of September. If you are a latecomer, then you'll have to pay 20 per day, which will be 60 per day. So why do you want to pay more when you can actually pay $7 per day? I think I've explained everything. Thank you very much for watching and listening. And the contact details for you to begin to register are just right there for you. Email address eiz@sbgazim.com. eiz@sbgazim.com. Mobile number on WhatsApp +263 77 335 3800. +263 77 335 3800. My name is Dr. Charlie, TSBD, the small business doctor. I hold a PhD in management from the Manchester Metropolitan University in the United Kingdom, the University of World-Class Professionals. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Please drop some comments. I really value your feedback. Like this video, share it with your colleagues, follow us on all our social media handles, and above all, click the subscriber button so that you become the first to get notified each time I release podcasts like this. And that leads me to say bye-bye. Dr. Charlie signing off. Peace.